you watched the UFO congressional hearings.
I watched it. It was a bunch of bull crap. There was nothing was important.
There was some good questions asked, though.
What? Name one. Name one good question.
Well, they have.
You know what?
Because they have to say it in a certain way, trying to get them to spill the beans. But there were guys fishing, trying to get them to say something, and they wouldn't.
You know what question I wanted them to ask that they would not freaking ask?
Are
the one guy.
Real? Just the one question?
That would have been, a refreshing
Can you just answer this one question? Are UFOs real?
No, but you remember the triangle thing? You remember the triangle video that they had up?
That was fake. They found out it was fake.
The triangle.
Up in the sky?
Over the military base, right?
It's not real.
Okay, their explanation for that was it was...
But they said they
the
could
way
prove
they
it's
viewed
not
it.
real.
Right, okay. The way they viewed it through the night vision scopes made it look like a triangle, but it was a drone, right? So I was hoping one of those stupid Congress people would go, if I flew my drone over a United States military freaking base for however many like minutes or hours that thing was flying over the base, what would happen to my drone? I bet you the guy would be like, we would shoot it down or we would capture it.
But was it a
remove it
military
from the
drone?
airspace? Did they do that? No, it wasn't a military drone. Why would the military be recording their own freaking drone? You know what I'm saying?
Because those guys that are recording it don't know that it's theirs.
Why didn't they shoot it down? Huh?
Because they didn't know what it was.
Nobody asked them that question, though.
They were probably trying to figure out what it was, and nobody gave them the answer. Or the people that are in charge aren't ordering them to shoot it down because they know, but they're not letting their people. The guy recording it, he doesn't know what's going on.
So they were lying when they said it was a drone, like all this bullcrap. If I fly my drone over a United States military air base, they're going to shoot it down, correct? Or they're going to capture it. Something's going to happen. I'm not just going to
find out where you are.
Yeah, and they're going to find out who owns it and everything. I'm not just going to get to float around over that base.
Oh, maybe they did, and he just didn't ask that question.
At night?
Maybe they found out whose it was, though.
Why didn't they take it down? Then why would they put it up? Like, why wouldn't they tell us, oh, it was a drone, we found out who it was, we talked to the guy,
Does
took
that
his drone.
stuff pop up on radar? Like, if me and you
drone?
were to fly our drone, because isn't radar set for certain heights also, though? Like, if we're only flying a drone that's, like, say, 100 feet in the air, does that show up on radar?
No, I don't think it would show up on radar. Radar picks up, I can't remember the number.
I'm assuming the height's got to be higher.
Yeah, the altitude's pretty high. Actually, we're in a different time period, bro.
So if you're under that altitude, like, does it record it, though? That being, because it being that small, maybe it doesn't even, like, show up on radar.
I'm sure they have some way, though, to pick up a drone. Because, like, what if other countries just start using drones?
Little baby drones and flew them over?
Just buzz through, baby. Like, we got to have some
kind of... We're going to use
of...
those little crabs now.
Yeah, what exactly were those crabs? Those crabs looked just like... we're talking about these crabs that I think it was like a professor at a university designed.
The smallest remote controllable bots now is what they say. Because they can actually control what they do.
You know how many? I've seen that a million times, though. This same story. Forgive me for touching the mic, guys. I've seen that story 100 times over, though, where people create these little creatures that are supposed to go into your body and repair things. And
yeah,
we're not making
nanobots. But these are remote controllable. Nanobots do their own thing.
I don't think they're remote controllable.
They said they can make them do whatever they want.
Like there's a thing for each one. Like what?
They can make. They showed it. They could make it walk whatever direction they wanted it to go. It's not in the stages of like
it's gonna
doing a bunch of stuff yet, but they think that they can get it there.
How far away do you think that is? 50 years, 100 years, for sure.
I mean, do you not think these things were already made 50 years in advance before we saw them?
Dude, I don't know anymore. I don't know what to believe.
Yeah.
There's lies at every corner.
But they show them. I mean, the video footage is there, and they're super tiny. They fit on like the head of a penny. Like if I had a penny and there was one on it, you would never notice it's even there.
That's still penny.
That's kind of scary.
Still pretty large. The
tip of the penny, not on like flat on the side.
But with his legs stretched out, he could stand on it.
Yeah. Well, pull up a picture.
Of those crabs?
Yeah.
What the hell were
We
they
can
called?
put it up on the screen. World's smallest crab.
Well, I'll just put the picture
robot?
up on the screen. We know what they look like. There,
Yeah.
the picture's up.
But no, its whole body and everything fits on the edge of a penny.
Yeah, look at that. Look at it. Did they show you the picture of that penny? Or the penny? So I'll put that picture on the screen so you guys can see what the hell we're talking about. I'm kind of looking forward to Elon's Neuralink thing. Get that drilled into my head.
No.
Why not? Have an antenna?
I'm good.
If they offered you...
I'll let other people do it first. See what
Obviously,
happens.
you don't want to be numero uno. If they offered you a ride... I was reading through, I was watching Hubble telescopes 1 and 2 or whatever earlier, and someone in the comments said, if they offered me a ride and I could somehow get on a spaceship and they launch me out into space for for eternity, like no return trip, I would go out there and just sit in that spaceship and like collect data and send it back to Earth and stuff. Like imagine a life like that where they launch you in a rocket out to space. You know there's no... You're never coming back, and you have to work every day while you're out there. You have to send back scientific data.
I feel like you'd give up after a while. Just saying.
I feel like, I would
Your
wake up
mind would
one
go.
morning and just be like, man, F this. I'm not sending pictures back to
You're
Earth.
going to go crazy.
Yeah.
Are you by yourself?
Yeah, man. You're just looking out the window.
Nuts. You're going to go nuts.
I feel like I'll break the glass and just let it take me.
This shit better be large. Like, there's a lot of room for me to move around.
No, man, you're in a seat. You're in a chair. It's just a glass dome, and there's a rocket behind you.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm going to blow my brains out.
No, you have to take pictures for months and send them
I'm
back
going
to
to crash into another planet. I'm taking that thing in a manual, and I'm flying somewhere and trying to get off that bitch. Right? You would. You know you would.
Probably. I'd freaking...
I'd make it as far as I could, but I don't think it would. It's going to be a lot shorter than you think.
Don't you want to go?
Like, I think this is day 165. It's like, nah, man, it's been 2 weeks.
They're like, you okay? You've only been up there for 2 weeks. You're like, what? You're like, your hair's everywhere. You're like drinking your own piss. Like, there's pee floating around. You're like playing with it. Like your eyes are all jacked up. 2 weeks in. That'd be ridiculous to sit in a chair on a rocket for 2 weeks, though, man. I'd be done after a week.
I watched this episode of The Office, and he does that. He's like, I'm going to go into the wilderness and camp out by myself. Did you ever see that show?
I saw it.
Did you see that episode?
Yeah.
He doesn't even last like 24 hours.
I know.
He like rips his pants off like 3 or 4 times and keeps taping them back together to like use them for other things.
And Dwight was watching him from the woods.
Yeah.
Dwight's like sitting there holding a gun.
He's like, it's unsafe. And then he like looks at it, he's like,
clicks it off. Now it's unsafe. Michael went to eat the mushrooms.
Yeah.
Almost died. Dwight
no, Michael,
him.
no.
Dude, I've watched The Office. I can't even tell you how many times.
I've been going through all the seasons now. So.
Are they back on Netflix?
No, I've been watching it through the I don't pay for the Peacock app thing, but it's like you can get most of the seasons free through it.
Yeah, man, you watch like a lot of stuff for free somehow. You're like one of those. You're like Dave. You don't pay for things. You leech off of the system, right?
Well, it gives you a free app. You just got to use it.
What, Peacock?
Yeah, I mean, you can pay for it, and then you got to pay for commercials instead. Or you don't have commercials, but if you do it free, you watch like a 30-second ad like once every 10 minutes.
I can't stand 30-second
It
ads.
doesn't bother me.
Nah, man.
Because most shows that I pick like that are like The Office. I've seen a lot of them anyways. It's a lot of times it is just background noise, or like I'm okay with it because I can like go do something else and come back and still be okay with like watching the show. It's not something I'm like super into.
I suppose. Have you watched The Boys?
Yeah, it's a good show.
That superhero?
They're making a new season.
Well, they're already making it, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because they've got like 3 episodes out of season 3.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen the 3rd season.
They have new episodes, like 3 new episodes on season 3, son. You ain't going nowhere.
I'm watching that now.
No, dog.
The first 2 seasons were good.
First 2 seasons were baller. It's weird what you're willing to watch when you're by yourself, but if you were there with like other people, it'd be so awkward to sit there and watch some of these shows because they're having like open sex. Like, it's like a pretty open show. Like, there's some strange. If you think
I like
about
it though
it,
because it's like that. Like, it's showing like a different side of like what superheroes would be.
well, it's like normal life. You know, they're like real people,
But they have powers.
right? And it's like super raunchy, and you like. I was thinking about this the other day as I was watching it. I was like, man, if like 2 other people were in this room watching this show with me, this would be kind of weird. Like this, it's good. Like that's why a lot of shows now are just good by yourself. But it's.
I wish they do that with Batman. Like Batman showing him like taking a new woman back to his mansion every night.
What, like with Robert Patterson?
Nah. He'd be taking it back dudes probably.
Did I tell you?
Robin, come here.
Dude.
You haven't earned your wings yet.
Was there Robin in that movie?
No, but he's in the old ones.
Oh yeah.
And they show a glimpse from the Christian Bale ones. Because you remember after Christian Bale, like, all this stuff happens. And then the one dude that was the cop in the show that was, like, helping out
the old guy.
But the young cop that's, like, driving him around after he's in the hospital. He goes to the Batcave at the end, and they show the suit. Well, there's a guy called, is it Dark Wing or something like that? But that's supposed to be Robin when, like, Batman goes away for a while. Robin, like, takes over as Batman. In the comics, I guess. I don't know. I don't follow. I could be totally wrong. I'm pretty sure it's something similar to that, though.
Yeah, man, you must be wrong. You're always wrong, you skis. Dude, there's so many. I can't keep comic stuff straight in my head. I'm over it. I've given up.
Come on, man. You're not over Batman.
Nah, I told you. I made it halfway through. I don't even think I made it halfway through the Robert Patterson Batman.
What if Christian Bale's like, I'm coming back as Batman?
Then I'd be all in. All hands on deck. Christian Bale, for me, is the only guy. Oh, this reminds me.
He's playing a villain in a new
Screw you,
movie.
skis. No, I'd like to bang my gavel at this time, and we're going to introduce a new Bill. Tom Cruise.
We've already talked about this on here.
Yeah, but I want you to hear it all. I want everybody to hear you say it. His Top Gun movie was the highest grossing movie of all time on Memorial Day.
Well,
which is weird.
I'm not saying I don't want to watch it. I was just messing with you. I was like, nah, man. It was okay, I guess, but it's no James Bond.
Nah, but I'm saying we had the debate. You were trash talking Tom Cruise. Now look, son, he came out with a movie. You think
I want to see it. I'm not down against it. I was just messing with you with the Daniel Craig. We're just saying, like, the two characters in general, the Mission Impossible, who's not Tom Cruise, like his character, versus James Bond's character in the James Bond. James Bond is way sweeter.
No.
Oh, yeah. Dude, he's getting ladies left and right. He's doing all kinds of stuff. Mission Impossible. He's down
Tom
here.
Cruise had ladies. He had like one. He wasn't a hoe in the movie. In the Mission Impossible
007
movies.
doesn't have to see him again. You know why? Because they always die.
Well, he needs that.
He always gets them killed.
See, 007.
He's smart.
No, he needed women to like, so people would watch his damn movies.
He uses them to do his dirty work for him, and then they die, and then no loss to him. He just keeps on living.
I thought the discussion was about Keanu Reeves and Tom Cruise.
No.
That's what we had as the damn... We talked a little bit about Keanu.
No, he's good at. Like I'd like to see him in like more, but he's getting old too. Like that's the problem. Like there's no like young guys like come. Like who's the young guy now? Robert Pattinson, and he's technically not even really that young, is he? Because he's been around for a while.
Yeah, they're reusing. Now they got Obi-Wan, Ewan
McGregor.
But
Ewan McGregor's a good actor though.
I know, but they're reusing actors. Like you were saying, people are getting old. They're starting to go back to because they're like, these new kids suck. They suck. Woke. Like
it's not worth becoming an actor anymore either though. There are always people like you do one thing and they're like, you're done acting. Cancel culture. You're out.
Maybe these actors need to learn to shut the hell up. Nobody cares about their opinion. Just be quiet on social media, and we wouldn't have these problems.
Do you think people should cut Will Smith from making movies because he slapped somebody?
Oh, why you bring up Will Smith?
Yeah, well, because it happened.
No, I don't think he should be.
He should be able to still make movies.
He shouldn't have done that on TV, though.
But he should still be able to make movies.
100%. But it's weird when something happens on.
It's not like he murdered somebody. And I still think it was fake. I don't care.
No, that slap was real as hell, dude.
I'm not saying he didn't really slap him.
You thought it was staged? Why would he cancel his
Because the
own
Oscars
career?
suck and nobody watches them and they need to boost their ratings.
Yeah, but if that was the case, why would Will Smith blow up his own career for a
Maybe
joke?
he wants a break.
His whole career, bro?
He's like, yeah, I'm ready for
You know
a
how many
break.
hundreds of millions of dollars he
You know
lost?
how more famous
Contracts?
that probably made him, though?
He's not more famous. Nobody
He is.
cares anymore about Will Smith.
But they know his
It's
name
over.
more. His name's even out there.
We knew his name.
Maybe he didn't have a choice.
Nah, man, you're just standing
Maybe
up
the
for
Actors
him.
Guild's like, oh, we did you a favor, now it's your turn to pay it back.
You think they got something on him?
Maybe.
Like, you bet. Well, then they'd have to go with... They'd have to have gotten Chris Rock and be like, you better tell a joke about Will Smith's wife because we got to make him go up there and slap you. Like,
Yeah, but it only
how
made
was
Chris
this-
Rock more famous.
It helped out Chris Rock.
For
Sure as
sure.
hell didn't help Will.
It did it to a point.
I think he's getting divorced now, too, finally.
Maybe that's what they
I
wanted.
think her punk ass is leaving him. Man,
Stand up for your woman.
why
that
do we
leaves you.
care?
I don't.
Doesn't
It's
the war still
it's-
rage
it's
on
just-
in
it's-
Ukraine?
You think about it because it's like, why does this happen? Like, these people are supposed to be famous. Like, they're still people. Like, she's going to leave him after he stood up for her? What? Like, that doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, my door's
Dude, she's a bastard.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just my humble opinion because I don't know anything.
She's probably going to go be with Chris Rock.
Ooh.
Just wait. Watch that. Just wait.
God.
Wouldn't that be something? I want to put some money down on this.
What, $5?
$5, I say she ends up with Chris Rock in the future.
Hell no.
Wouldn't that be something?
That would be insane. Isn't he married?
I don't know.
Who cares, right? It's Hollywood.
He does this. He
He probably already hit up Will. Or Willa. Willa? What's her name? Jada.
Jada.
Willa's his daughter.
Is that his daughter or is it a dude that became a girl?
Who knows? Their whole family's jacked.
It's Hollywood, man. Hollywood does it.
You want to go to Hollywood, bro?
No.
Why not? Think your mom might hang out
I think
with
they
me?
like make. No. I think they try to control you more than you think.
Yeah, with blood sacrifices and like they make you kill little kids and
Gotta drink this blood, son.
yeah, you gotta bend over in front of some. You gotta bend over in front of a line of dudes. They all come through and stick their finger up you, like take pictures of it. Will's got that, dude. They all got that on Will. They're like, you better disappear. These pictures are coming out, brother.
We got these white face pictures right here.
he's like, damn. Trudeau, didn't Trudeau do a blackface?
There's a bunch of people that did it. But the funny thing is when they pulled these pictures, it was so long ago too.
It was
they're
back
bringing
when it
up-
was okay.
It's like 30 years ago. That's what bothers me about some of that stuff. Like same with and I'm not saying it's okay to like rape women and stuff like that either, but like
Careful.
the whole thing with like I'm gonna come forward 30 years from now and take you to court.
Yeah.
Like how does that stand in court?
A rape?
30 years ago?
I don't know, man.
Like how do you even say that it even like where's your evidence anymore after 30 years? Like
that's
you can't-
that's a tough one, right?
That's why I'm curious. Like, because like anything else, isn't there like a time limit? Like you can't come like, I caught him with drugs 7 years ago and I'm turning him in now. Like that's not a thing. So like what?
I
Like
agree with what you're saying if you're talking about like sexual, what's the word? Like misconduct or something like that. But rape, I don't think there should be a
Well,
limit on
I'm
rape.
not,
If it's real.
but I mean, how do they prove it 30 years later? Is what I'm saying. Like, how do you come
don't.
back 30 years?
That's true.
Like, I get
But-
now you got kits and all that. So like, if you can, I mean, all they got to do is get that guy's sample and then he's done. So
Yeah,
like,
but what? She's still gonna have the sample in her somehow?
no, but that's what I'm saying. Like, how is it? How do you prove it? Like,
You
how
don't.
does the court still even say that it happened?
That's the thing. Yeah, you would have
Like,
to.
I'm not saying it's okay to do it. That's not what I'm saying. Like, it's completely wrong. Like, don't go do that. But I'm saying, like, how does it stand up in court? Like I say, if I wanted to come after someone from stealing something from me 30 years ago, like, they're gonna tell me get my ass out of there.
Well, that's
like-
probably what happened. It doesn't stand up in court.
It does though. Look at Bill Cosby.
Well, but
And
that's
then now we got a group of women. Well, what? You don't think maybe some of these women?
a freaking lion
Yeah, for sure. I mean, at least one of them is.
for sure.
I'm not saying that all of them are, but I'm guessing some jumped on the train or they were into it then, but they realize they're doing, like some of them, where's one of the situations? Oh, that, what's his face? Matt Lauer.
Yeah.
When he got booted off TV, the woman even admitted to like having an affair with him. And he still is the one that got in trouble. And I don't think she did, but she basically used him to move up because she knew that's how she could move up in the industry. She had an affair with him, but like somehow used it against him. And like he got taken out of there. And I'm assuming she got to keep her job. Like, how is that possible? She still knew what she did. Like, her having an affair is wrong. She knew the guy was married.
I think the only way she got away with that because it was at the height of all the Me Too
He didn't rape
stuff.
her, like, I know, but that's what's
Everybody
stupid.
was on edge, and companies were like, any little whiff of sexual harassment.
I'm just curious how that works out. Like,
Dude.
when is it the right time or wrong time to like basic? I'm not saying work is a good spot, but a lot of women like complain about like guys hitting on them. But like when is the right time?
Never.
Either.
Apparently, we just need to keep our mouths shut.
Unless you're a good look, unless they find you attractive. We've talked about this before. If you're an attractive dude and they find you attractive, it's okay. But if you're like an ugly dude just trying to meet a woman, they're like, ew, get away from me. And like, whoa, what's wrong with this guy? Right? Like, I feel like that's a situation.
Yeah.
Like, if they don't, like, that's messed up. Like, the guy's trying to meet somebody and he can't even, like, he's got, like, some confidence boost and he's like, I'm going to go back on this woman. Try to, you know, maybe take her out on a date. And she's like, leave me alone.
Bro, I think you need
Like,
to
I feel like
realize.
some of that is some of it. I'm not saying all of it.
I think we men need to realize that women are phenomenal liars. Like, they're really good.
I'm not just bashing on women. Guys are pigs too.
Okay, I'm not talking about guys though. Like, I'm talking about women right now. We need to understand women are incredible liars. So yeah, when you see those stupid videos where people are like interviewing women and the women are like, they're like, what do you look for in a guy? And they're like, oh, go for his personality, this and that, blah, 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 blah. They're just spewing just complete and utter lies out of their mouth.
Open up the trash can, let it out.
Yeah, they're human beings, and they're just trying to make themselves look good. But their actions do not follow what they say. Never. Like, women lie so very much, and they're so good at it. So
these are guys being like truthful. He's like, hey, girl, you look good.
yeah, man.
Like, obviously, he thinks you look good, right? Like, at least being truthful.
Dude, I have a story to tell about me one time, dude. And I was being creepy, and I didn't realize it. But
some people don't know. Yeah, probably they are being.
But for us men to approach women and talk to them, like, we see it as, like, innocent, and we're like, Jesus, I'm just trying to get
like,
to know
how's
you.
It going?
Yeah.
Like, I'm married. Oh, sorry, I didn't know. I was honestly just trying to talk to you. But,
dude,
you know.
yeah. I had
I'm
left.
just saying what's up. Whatever.
Dude, I had left the gym one time, and this woman was working at a restaurant nearby. I'm not going to say anything about where I was at or anything, but she was outside, like, sitting there on her phone. Like, she just was sitting on the like,
the curb.
Yeah, next to the building, just looking around like she was bored as hell. And I had just got done doing my workout. I was going over to where she worked at just to grab a bite to eat, and then I was going to go home. And I was like, hey, how you doing? Like, as I was walking by. She was like, oh, I'm doing all right. How are you? And I was like, I'm okay.
So
and like,
she accepted the conversation.
She did accept the conversation. I was like, what's your name? And she told me, and I was like, hey, my name's Jared. Shook her hand, right? And then I, like, sat down next to her, like, on the curb, and I was just, like, talking to her.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't realize it, right? But we were talking. She even gave me her phone number.
Obviously, then it wasn't that creepy.
But listen, okay? She gave me her phone number and everything.
Or was it creepy for you?
And then, like, I left, right? But then, like, she texted me, like, a couple of times and then just never, like, responded. Like, and we just stopped talking, right? And so maybe, like, she didn't tell me I was a creep or anything, but I thought back to it. I was like, this random-ass dude just walked up to her, sat down next to her, like, got her phone number. She might have been terrified of me. That's why she gave me her number.
She could have given you a fake number, though.
Yeah, but it's like, us guys at the same time, we don't realize how scary we are.
But she
if
could
some
just say
dude
she's
sat
with
next to
somebody,
you,
too.
wouldn't you be uncomfortable?
She'd be like, well, I got a boyfriend right now. I'm not really looking to meet anybody. She could say that too, you know?
True, and I'm
depends.
probably making it seem worse. Like
It's not creepy for you because I'm sure you presented yourself
I was very
not in a
nice.
creepy way. Like
No.
some people are just like, hey.
Yeah, I was really nice. I wasn't pushy or anything. Like
What's your name?
so,
girl?
yeah. No, I wasn't that.
Yeah,
so
I
I
know.
probably wasn't creepy. But when I look back on it, I'm like,
You
I
feel-
can see how some women would be like, oh, guys are just creeps. Like they're always trying to get your number. It's like, what the hell else do you want us to do? You want me to come and talk to you about physics? Like, what the hell? Like you were saying,
But you
like,
weren't being
what do you want
creepy.
us to say though? Like, guys,
You picked a good time to talk to him, I think.
right? But then girls go like, you guys just pick the worst times, or guys just need to learn to say things. Or like sometimes in videos you'll see guys like trying to talk to girls and they'll be like, psh, go away, that was a lame line. Like, I'm here to entertain you. Like what are you talking about? Like, I'm here trying to get your number. Have you ever watched women try to pick guys up?
Never.
Their pickup lines, dude, are horrible.
I've never even seen it.
Their pickup
I should
lines are
start
such
watching those.
garbage. Oh, bro, when
They
women
don't need to, though. They just got to be like, hey.
Well, that's
it.
exactly what I'm talking about, though. Usually, the girls that go and to like try to pick up guys, they'll immediately say something sexual, like, "Hey, do you like 69?"
They don't even have to say that. They can just say, hey, and you're on
I
board.
know, but when they're trying to pick dudes up, they go off into these creepy ass like, damn, I'm cursing a lot. I'm gonna have to bleep a lot of this out. But women, like, they have no game whatsoever, but they're willing to criticize
They don't have
dudes.
to, though. That's the issue, too.
And that's why
guys aren't, most guys, I'm not saying all guys, but most guys aren't willing to turn that down. You know, they're going to be like, oh.
Yeah, that pisses me off about men. Like, our standards, like, we need to be more strict and more hard on these women. You know, like,
Yeah, you got to turn it around a little bit.
yeah, you got to turn the heat back up on
Step
them a
up your
little
game.
bit.
Man, you just got to walk away, count to 3. Like, this time we'll turn this girl down just to mess with her.
But men don't
as
have-
bad as I want to take her home, it's going to say, nah, maybe next time.
You and I both know men don't have self-control like that. The majority of men would never have that kind of self-control. What do we do?
Just be like, yeah, let's like, we could hang out as like friends.
I'll be like, you can get my Snapchat, my Instagram. Go follow me on Instagram. That's what women like to say.
Yeah.
You can get my Instagram. Why? So I can be a follower and look at your pictures? I don't give a damn about your pictures. I don't want to see you on Snapchat either.
This
Like,
isn't
don't
the real
show
me.
up in
That's
my...
what she say. When she comes up to you, don't look at me. This isn't the real. This isn't the real me. Check me out on Instagram. Instagram says blah, 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 blah.
Who was
That's
that?
the real
Mario's
me.
girl? Yeah.
That's the real me. Nah.
That was like Mario's girl, right? We FaceTimed. This girl sitting in the restaurant with him, and he like shows her face, and she's like, "Oh, I don't have my makeup on. This is not the real me. Like, go follow me on Instagram or whatever." I was like, "What? Like,
This
you
is
don't have
the
your-
real. This is about as real as it gets.
you don't have your face painted on? Like, what are you talking about?"
This is as real as it gets, girl. This is live.
It's a double standard, man. We're living in a crazy world. Hey, we're out of time.
Cue the music. This was fun. This is Behind the Glass, talking about aliens, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Man, we went off the wall. Balls to the walls today.
Woo! BTG.
Peace.
We love you guys. Peace. BTG's one out.
Where are the aliens? Maybe they're among us. I don't know.